Hey guys, happy Monday. I am back with a new topic. I think I am going to be the self-proclaimed fasting guru. You guys know that's what we have been on. This is what we're focusing on right now. So I just wanted to come on here and go over a couple of fasting myths. Why people are scared of it. I just want to go ahead and debunk a couple of most popular myths when it comes to fasting. So a lot of the time when people hear fasting, they do get nervous because we do live in a world where food is just constantly thrown at us. It's constantly everywhere, almost like a social norm, so to speak. So when a new person is coming into the world of fasting, there are a couple of things that they are nervous about, which is completely valid. I just wanted to go over these things so that if you are thinking about joining our beautiful fasting community, you don't feel nervous, you don't feel concerned or worried. I will always recommend, please speak to, your physician about, or your healthcare provider about starting this journey if you have any type of medical conditions. But I just wanted to come over here and speak to you guys about a couple of fasting myths that I constantly hear that people are concerned about and worried about. The first most popular one that you guys have probably heard is, if I fast, I'm going to go into starvation mode. That is a complete myth. The human body can go without food for 40 days. 40 days. Your body is actually made to self-persevere. So you can actually go without food for 40 days and without water for 7 days before it starts to be a huge issue, or before any complications start to go around. So when you're hearing your stomach growling during the day, that's just, your inside juices, doing its thing inside. That is not a sense of hunger. That is more a sense of habit of constantly eating. So one thing you may find is, let's say you started fasting and you always used to eat breakfast or so. You will notice that in the early stages, you're going to get that kind of sensation of quote unquote what people may perceive as hunger, stomach noise, around that time, because your body is used to having food during those hours. But that is not a sign of starvation. You are actually very capable of going without food. We did it in our hunter-gatherer days. So I just want to go ahead and debunk the myth of, if you fast for 24 hours or 48 hours, that you will go into starvation mode and have to go to the ER. It's not the case. You are definitely capable of fasting, especially if you stay hydrated. You will be totally okay. So that is that myth. The second myth that I hear a lot is, if I fast, I won't be focused. It's actually quite the contrary. When you're fasting, you are actually at your most focused. You are actually very focused, because you don't have, your body is in full active mode. So you're not going to be digesting anything, like you're using all of your brain cells, and it actually helps create more focus. That's why a lot of the time, if you are going to do an exam, or you have a busy day, it's best that you don't eat, because that way you will be able to have the most clarity, and you'll be able to get what you need done without worrying about digesting the food. Because here's the deal: when you eat something, the minute you eat a meal or you eat anything, it starts the digestion process. So that's when it starts working through your body. That process usually takes about 6 hours. So by fasting, if you're moving through your day, or you have a busy event, you're actually creating more focus, because your body doesn't have to use extra energy in your digestive tract. It can use your full attention. So that is a complete myth. Fasting actually does help you create more focus in whatever task that you may do. Another myth that is about, that people speak about in regards to fasting, is if you fast, you will lose valuable muscle weight and things of that nature. Again, that is a complete myth. You are actually putting your body in a regeneration state. You will not lose muscle mass. Studies did show this, that when they compared somebody who fasted, I believe for about 30 days, they did not lose any healthy muscle weight. You have to keep in mind we're 2/3 water. So a lot of the time with weight gain and things like that, it's usually water weight before it hits like those vital muscle and skeletal muscles and things like that. So if you are interested in starting to fast and you feel like, oh, I don't want to fast because I don't want to lose my muscle, trust me, you would have to be fasting for like a year before it even starts to affect any of your muscle and things like that. So I just wanted to give you guys these couple of tips and myths that, are, and they're concerns, and it's something new. And with anything new, it is always that learning period. These are things that I had concerns about, before I started fasting on a regular basis, but it's automatic for me at this point. And I understand how the digestive system works. If you guys don't know, I do have a background in public health, and I did study nutrition very closely. So once I really started to dive into it, I started to see just how the body processes. So keep in mind, let's say, you're fasting and you eat something at 4 o'clock. You literally from 4 to 10, your body will be satisfied by doing digestion. And I think a lot of it comes from just the lack of knowledge and not knowing, because if you've always been told your whole life, eat 3 meals a day, breakfast is the most important thing, you're going to have a different conception about, eating times and things like that. Even the term breakfast, it actually means to break fast. It does not mean eggs, bacon, home fries, waffles, and all of that. It just means at the time where you break fast. So you can actually break fast at any time during the day. It does not have to be first thing in the morning. And it's just so important to give your body a break. I mean, think about it like this. If you have been a person who you're low on sleep and you're, running, your body will stop because it needs to get that regeneration. You need to sleep so you can be refreshed. Fasting is the exact same thing. If you're chopping all day, every day, you're not giving your body a chance to get rid of those bad toxic nutrients and bring in, valuable nutrients in your body so that can work. So you can go to the gym all day, every day. And this is something, guys, I used to think the same thing. Oh, I'm in the gym so I can eat whatever. But the reality of the situation is that abs are made in the kitchen. And even in regards to the focus, I mean, think about this. It usually, if I'm cooking a meal, let's say I'm doing a baked fish and vegetables and something very nice, it'll probably take me about 8 hours to prep and do everything, like make it nice and things like that. If you took that time and you are fasting, think of all the things you could get done. I would like to give you guys just a little reflection challenge and think, what could you do if you weren't spending the majority of your day eating? What could you get accomplished? Could you get that business plan together? Could you go see friends and family? Could you go ahead and, work on things that you've been wanting to do, decorating your home, starting your own YouTube channel? What are some of those things that you say you don't have time for? But when you really look at it, it takes time to sit down and eat and all of those things. And let's say you're eating something that's high in sodium, full of acid, you will be paying for it in the restroom. I mean, we've all been there. I'm no saint in this area, but I know if I eat a large amount of food, the next day it's a guaranteed fasting day. The next day it's a day of letting my body break down all of those things I ate. I'm all about the harmony. I'm all about you guys know I have a very full life with friends, family, business, everything, networking, and all of those things. So I do understand the balance, but you really have to put your body and your well-being as a center priority, because here's the deal. If you don't have your health, And this is why you guys will hear me say this till I'm blue in the face. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. You don't have anything. And it's better that you experiment and get yourself on a lifestyle plan that will work best for you, so that way, if you want to have a fun weekend, if you want to, go on vacation, if you want to do whatever, you don't have to feel bad about it. And guys, I can eat. Like, don't baby girl likes to eat. Mama likes a good steak. Mama likes some good food. I like dessert, But I also understand, for me to enjoy those delicacies and, those foods and everything like that, it has to have harmony. It has to have a boundary container around it. Because what ends up happening a lot of the time, if you're always eating, you're expanding your stomach, you're expanding, and the sugar and all of those things, it's going to start to become a norm, and it's never going to be enough. So you have to kind of trick your body and like, okay, yeah, I ate this yesterday, but we're back on track. You don't want to make that overeating, constantly moving and habit. So that's why I just wanted to come on here and debunk a couple of those fasting myths. If you guys have any questions, you're getting started, you're new, do not feel like you cannot ask me a question. Do not feel like any question is a silly question. It is a process. It is a journey. I've been on my healthy lifestyle journey now for 4 or 5 years, and I've failed so many times. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you and expect someone who's just new to this to not have concerns, to get it right the first time. But the key is to continue to try. Continue to try. If you get off one day, try again. If you make that bad move, don't worry about yesterday. Yesterday is over, and today has its set of own problems and hurdles you have to get over. Just watch the habits. Watch how things go. Let your body rest. Everything needs rest. We need to relax. And I know that's so hard when food and, drinks and all of those things are so readily available, but you just have to have that agency and dominion over your body, over your life, so that you can be here for the long term and continue to have the most vitality. But that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to come here with a quick video debunking popular fasting myths. Drop down in my comments, what other myths have you heard? What other things have, people have told you or shied away from, that has made you shy away from taking on this fasting lifestyle? I want to know. I want to hear what you have to say. Thank you guys for all your support. It's truly appreciated. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys soon. LK Lifestyle. Bye.